Hello there, and thank you for clicking on this video. As you can see by the title, today we are going to talk about the latest episode of Daredevil. And by the way, thank you for 400 subscribers. Dare someone leave and gets to 399 again. I'm going to cry, so please don't do that. I mean, I want to cry, but it's nice. It's a good feeling. So thank you so much. So let's go to Daredevil. So episode 8 was totally different from the other episodes, obviously. And yeah, we definitely see where the new team kicked in, and we see when they said bye bye, adios to the old team, never to return, because this was BS what they wanted to do with Daredevil. Because now, I mean, episode 8, it's still a bit disjointed, but you can totally see the influence. And actually, I will divide this episode into two parts, because I think the first half of this episode was kind of different. It was a bit like, okay, I'm just gonna take a look at my phone like real quick. While the second half of this episode was, okay, things are actually getting interesting. So, the biggest thing in the first half of this episode was Heather being annoying as always. Like, you know, I don't understand if that's supposed to be her character, but she is a very annoying. She's the definition of a girl boss. I mean, the fact she said, "I save myself" to a freaking Daredevil, and you can see like the face Matt Murdock made. Like, are you are you insane? Like, you saved yourself? Like, what? They made her, like, I think she's more annoying and insufferable than Kirsten. I had I took a long time to remember what his associate's name was, but it's Kirsten. I'm 99% sure. You know, Heather is and the thing that bothers me, the other thing that bothers me about them is like they they really fast forwarded this relationship to where they start living together. Like, I mean, of course they're grown adults, but like the relationship he had with Karen Page was, it was a slow build. Like, you can totally see, the tension, this chemistry. And here they just met and they just hit it off. And, I didn't have time to grow to like Heather. So that was, yeah, I don't know. I don't care. Like, if I really hope like in episode 7 she would be gone, because I don't see any use for her in this show, especially when you have Karen Page. But yeah, let's stop talking about Heather, because yeah. Oh yeah, and she was like, okay, actually, I have to talk more about her, because like she was saying, please let me know what's going on with you, like talking to him, like kind of fighting with him, and then when he's about to ask her something, she's like, yeah, that's none of your business. Like, girl, no, I don't know, annoying, unnecessary. And the other thing, actually, that I should have been asking, like from episode 1, actually, I think I did ask that. Like, this girl, Kirsten, was definitely flirting with Foggy, but didn't Foggy end season 3, um, like when he had a wife, like Marcy? Because I rewatched season 2 of the original show, and yeah, I mean, I definitely remember them being together. So what's going on? Why is she gone? She was really cool. I really liked her. Like, and this is like a proper side character, like side character. Like, she comes for a few scenes and that's it. Like, we don't need to see her every episode. I'm talking about Marcy. But unlike Kirsten, Kirsten has to be everywhere. She, in this episode 8, you can see like Matt Murdock like being so annoyed, or maybe it was like Charlie Cox like being annoyed, like, okay, this is kind of a shit storm, but I get it. Why is it a shit storm? And we had this scene where Matt Murdock is obviously like um screaming at the client and like, yeah, just leaving, and Kirsten going behind him, after him, and like, what's going on? Like, you have to decide what you want, blah blah blah. Like, we already had this, this dilemma. Like, season 2 of Daredevil was exactly that. Like, the dilemma like between Daredevil and Matt Murdock. So we've already seen all of this. Like Kirsting is like a lesser version of Foggy. Like we've already seen this like couple of times. Like what are you doing? Why did you do that? I don't get it. Like I yeah, I mean I guess if like episode 8 is really like the one that was really written by the new writers, of course they have to take into account the other people, but like the new cast. But still, I think they should have deleted everything and started from scratch, to be honest, because now what we got is really a disjointed mess. But obviously, it's way, way better than anything that Disney has so far released, like Disney Marvel. So the second half of the episode, oh my god, this was wow, this was really really better. It wasn't the best thing ever, but it was way way better. You know, I kind of struggled with that last scene where Matt Murdock, you know, goes in front of Wilson Fisk. But on the other hand, you know, on the other hand, like on one hand, I don't get it. Like this guy, he ruined your life, but on the other hand, like Daredevil is a superhero and he's supposed to be like saving people. So it doesn't matter if you're good or bad, like you have, you know, the right to live, I guess. I guess. And, you know, Matt Murdock is actually, you know, yeah, it's kind of simple to say, but a good person. So he wouldn't want someone to die like such a stupid, you know, death. So I don't know, like it's the whole theme of sacrifice for your worst enemy. I mean, they had this conversation right with Bullseye, and I think, you know, at the beginning I was like, okay, this is BS, but now I think it's quite fitting. I think Matt Murdock is a very merciful person, and actually, yeah, I think it's fitting. The other thing that I was like, okay, why is the fact that Vanessa had to do with Foggy's death? Like Vanessa, I I really hate that character now. I really hate Vanessa's character. Like she is everywhere. She's doing everywhere. She's like better, like amazing. Like I really don't like it. I don't understand why they did that. I guess I don't know if this storyline was brought in by the old or by the new team, but I don't know. Maybe they want to get rid of Vanessa, so Kingpin can be on his own and like go wild. So they're like really pushing her like forward, so she can go to jail or whatever. So she gets out of the picture. But yeah, I really don't like Vanessa's character at this point. I really don't. I see no meaning in her presence, and yeah, I mean, it should be the Kingpin and not Vanessa and Co. You know, but yeah, Bullseye is back. And to be honest, his scenes were really good. I really like the cinematography of like the shots, how they did the shots and everything. This was really good. Um, you know, Bullseye went wild. It was, I guess, good to see. It was something, you know, kind of like you know, a flashback to the OG series. I still don't think you can compare it to the OG series. I don't think that this episode or the Bullseye scenes were better than anything we got in the OG. I don't think so. I think the only thing that it's on par, like for real, real on par, was the one scene they had with the Punisher in episode 5. But it was just that we have already seen it, but it was just good to see it again. But yeah, this episode was definitely an upgrade of what we have already seen. But I don't know, guys. It's still not. Yeah, it's just such a mess still, and that is very very sad. Um, because there was such a good character, and yeah, I believe, I'm a strong firm believer that season 2 is going to be way way better, because you know they have Foggy and Karen back, and everything is going like back to basics, back to the OG, and none of this experimental Disney stuff. But yeah, let's go, I guess, to some of Twitter reactions. I mean, people are like really going crazy, like saying this was like the best thing ever. And I mean, yeah, it was good. It was not bad, but it wasn't like, yeah, I do agree that these scenes, like the use of color and the use of like the cinematography was really good. I cannot really say anything, but yeah, exactly. Daredevil didn't save me. I saved myself. Like this was stupid. Um, yeah, I mean, people are generally happy, but then again, some people are. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Like this scene. Oh my god, this scene where you know Fisk was talking to him. This was really really cool. And when he stole Vanessa from him, this was also really really cool scene. It was like yeah, exactly this one. This was really fun. Like what are we doing? I think this was fun. And another thing that I guess I want to talk about, we saw I forgot his name again. Fuck. But the guy from Better Call Saul, and I think they should use him more because I like this version of the guy, the swordsman, Tony Dalton. Like I really hope they use him more because he's such a good actor. If you haven't watched Better Call Saul, like please, like he's so great in that. Like he's on par with Kingpin. And yeah, I mean they should use him more and in that menacing atmosphere, and not like the Hawkeye funny, oh my swordsman. Like this is stupid as fuck. But yeah, next week episode is supposed to be like insane, so I'm excited for that. um Yeah. No, I mean, was it absolute cinema? No. But was it really good? It was. Like in comparison to everything else we've seen, yeah. Oh yeah, the side characters that they got more development in this episode than like yeah. Man, the side characters, I mean this girl Bibi Urich, why like in every show, in every movie, like the when we have usually male characters, and every time their their relatives, their young relatives are always like girls, and I'm like come on, like bring a boy, because now the only like new like young cast is the assistant to Fisk, and I think he's great. He's like so much like his father. Like he was in The Sopranos. He was really, yeah, The Soprano. I mean, he's basically like a young soprano. But yeah, he's like the bad guy. Like, of course, the white young guy is the bad guy in this. And I mean, yeah, but yeah, this was not a bad scene. But I didn't really get it why he let him out. I guess that was, yeah, like why did you help him? We should have seen this scene, by the way. This would have been insane. Um, let's see if there's something else. Let's see some criticism. I want some criticism. Um, but yeah, I guess there is no criticism right now. Um, okay, yeah, yeah. Why did it take too long to have this good of an episode? I guess a lot of people are not aware of the reshoots, but yeah, okay. If we go to latest, like a lot of shit comes up, so we are not serving justice here. We're babysitting chaos. Like it was, yeah. I guess, but oh my god, yeah. Matt saying Fisk is a monster, then cuts to Fisk doing that. I'm losing. Yeah, this was a good scene. But yeah, guys, I guess I want to see some criticism, but yeah, episode 8 is the best season of television of the year so far for me. I wouldn't say that, but okay. Makes you think how amazing the season could have been if the new team was there from the start. We're in such a treat with episode 9 and season 2. Yeah, I can probably see this. Um Oh yeah, that was good. Like a lot of good one-liners from this. Like, oh, sweetheart, do you want me to file an appeal? Then proceeds to beat Poindexter's face against the table multiple times. Yeah, that was really good. Like that, like there were some very good one-liners in this. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't see any criticism. I know that there is some criticism. Like one of my favorite YouTubers that I watch actually is kind of criticizing this. But I want to see more from him, to be honest. Like, let's see, Daredevil Born Again is a show about a navel gazing blind man. I mean, yeah, I guess that's the first part of the episode, but I mean, yeah, I don't think you can fault this episode too much. The police chief telling Bibi, I mean, think this is a very bad argument. Telling Bibi he has files on the corrupt cops for Bibi just to cut him off to go and start dancing. This how, yeah, but I mean, they were really in the enemy lines. Like they cannot like do things now. So I think that's actually, yeah, fair. Yeah, that was really bad. Like this was bad. Um, let's see. Maybe we can see some criticism. Is Bullseye? Yeah, Bullseye. I don't know what his powers are, but at this point, I don't care. Netflix Daredevil took the source material, shaped it into 3 amazing seasons. Disney Daredevil took the source material and shaped it into every show ever. But Daredevil, Penguin, The Sopranos, Mr. Magoo. I guess, yeah. Walt Hollywood can write action. They should have read Chuck Dixon, I guess. Waste of time. I don't think it's waste of time. I think really a lot has to do with the reshoots, and that is so disjointed. I don't think it's bad. Glad I never watched it. Okay, I mean, uh, yeah, I mean, people, I get it. Like they're saying it's ruined, but guys, like, in general, I did enjoy the show so far. Um, More or less, I mean, a lot of the things are really dumb and slow and, yeah, dumb, just let's put it that way. But I really think it's a lot. It has to do a lot with the reshoots and the overhaul. Like it just feels very disjointed, and I think they should have just cropped everything and start from the beginning, because now obviously we're getting this. Because I mean, you cannot have like one episode in 9 episodes a show, and it was supposed to be 13, right? In So imagine how much they have cut from this. Imagine, I think Muse has been cut a lot. I think Kirsten has been cut a lot. Sherry has probably been cut a lot. Bibi York has probably been cut a lot. So I think you do have. I think Matt and Heather relationship has. I think a lot of scenes have been cut from there. Anything other unnecessary things have been cut. So they have cut like 4 whole episodes. Actually, more like 7 whole episodes, because episode 1, I think, and episode 9 and 8 and 9 are like new episodes, right? Like from scratch, and the other episodes have added scenes to them and cut scenes. So imagine like 60% of this was cut, but the or 50%. So the things they kept just feels so out of place. So that's why you're getting this mess. And I think yeah, I think they should have just scrapped it, like start from zero, because now you're getting this. But yeah, and apparently the Daredevil ratings are not good. Though Born Again, um, ratings. Let's take a look at this real quick. Let's see if we can have some information. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people are saying like it's not good. Okay, so on Rotten Tomatoes, it has 88%. Let's see what the people. Okay, so it's 88 to 80, which is not bad. This is a no decent score, I guess. On IMDb, it has this like 8.5 out of 10. Metacritic 69, I guess. Um, but I mean, yeah, Daredevil Born Again has currently uh, I guess it's less than Agatha as well, which is insane. Like I think when it comes to the viewing numbers, it's not doing well for Disney. Like it's just not doing well. But I mean, I think it's just such a okay. Fans love it. I'm less convinced. Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, when you have such a beloved character, I think people are just going to be way more like they're going to go into it like with a bit more criticism, with expectations. So it's normal that some people are just not going to judge the show because they love that character so much, so they don't want to see him fail and be a cuck. Because Kingpin, I mean, I think Kingpin is really the bigger like victim of this show than Daredevil, because of Vanessa. But yeah, I think that's a problem with. I mean, I think people are not watching because they love that character so much, so they don't want to see it fail. And I mean, when you go on Twitter, like you just see some criticism, you just see some good stuff, and like a lot of people are really overselling it. But yeah, I mean, in comparison to other Disney shows, I think you can oversell it, to be honest. Because yeah, I mean, you cannot compare this to like Hawkeye. Like, I'm sorry, but no. Man, like Moon Knight as well. Moon Knight was such a failure, and it had so much potential to be like a very, very good show. And I'm gonna talk about the Punisher and Moon Knight. I guess it's other point, but these characters are just so badass and cool, and people just don't want to see them fail. Like, and with Daredevil, when you have like Heather going around saying, "I'm saving myself," like, of course, people are not gonna watch. Like, what the hell? But I hope season two changes everything. I hope, I do hope, that Daredevil gets some recognition because it's not that bad, but I get why people are not watching. So do let me know down below your thoughts on this, and I'll see you in the next video. And as always, may the